Welcome to Vault 440's Showcase Settlement. Today we are going to take a look at my latest build, the VR facility. I've got my nice suit on so I can do the real estate guy tour of the property. Shall we go have a look?
Thank you for choosing Tech.
Here's my concept for this whole thing, because the building thing is endless, and that's why I'm still playing this game, is I love to build things and then tear them down and then start over. So here's my idea. This is the VR center where you would come to do your VR relaxation or VR trips or whatever you want to call it. So here's the main entrance to the property, and I use the sanctuary roads, and a lot of these things that I use, I don't remember what mods they are in. I think at some point I'll just make a list of all the mods I'm using, just because there's so many things to build with, building material, assets, whatever you want to call them, that it's really hard to kind of keep track of where they come from. I mean, sometimes I'm spending like 15-20 minutes just looking for that one thing. I know I saw like a wall with this texture. I just don't remember where it is. So maybe one time I'll do a video on that. Maybe one on building too. That could be, although I don't know if I can talk the whole time while I'm building. These usually take a long time. Anyway, so you come into this main road here, which splits off. Now off to the left here, thinking my idea is like, this is like a on-property house for, say, the main guy that runs the entire complex, the VR complex, which would be have a security check thing here for the gate that then goes to the private residence. This road here would go off to the work area where the employees would park, which you'd have to pass that other security location there, which we'll get to in a sec. So we have this nice little park area here. Nice little park bench, maybe to wait. But over here at the private residence, he's got his own parking area for his giant car. And there's the residence there. So this kind of came onto its own, just basically building the driveway, because once I laid down the roads, the sanctuary roads here, there's only so many like layouts you can do with these roads. So I had to figure out, once this kind of veered off here to the left, I figured I'd just go right into the house, but then had this area here, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just make this into a parking area. So that then led to stairs going up, because I wanted the residence a little higher than the roads, so I could have like a wall. See the little short wall there? Make it a little more private or whatnot. So here's the residence. Go inside here. The living area. Pretty simple kitchen area for eating and building. I don't know where this is, just kind of in the game already. No matter what you place there, it's going to be dirty. Wish it looked cleaner, but anyways. So nice kitchen area, multiple coffee pots. You can never have enough coffee. Little laundry area, and then out here have the patio, which kind of overlooks the park area, and then, you know, people coming in. And nice little living room area. Here's the bedroom. Nice little view of the railroad tracks, I guess. Roadway. Little bathroom. And then we'll head out. And my idea was, main guy working here would live here on property, come out of his house, go down the path, and then take that up to the main work area. And we'll head to that here. So that's the main building. So like I said, the concept was this is like the main VR place where you would go, make an appointment to have your VR time or whatever. Here's the security shack, which would check the employees and anyone coming in maybe for a VR appointment. This building here, which is the pre-war, bunker. I put that on top of the workbench because, as you know, you can't move or delete the workbench, so I basically put that around the workbench. This is where the security guard and, I don't know, extra storage would be. And I basically built off of that and then kind of started all this other stuff because I wanted to build something around the workbench, house it, whether it be a garage or something. But I thought this might be kind of cool just to put the bunker on top of that. So that would, so this road here that comes off to the right would lead up into the employee parking or visitor parking, I guess. This parking lot here. And from there you'd be able to walk up this path up to the main building, which would house the main VR chair. The only one in the Commonwealth. So go in here, check in with security, get your appointment. If you're an employee, you grab your suit, and then that would lead us into the main VR chair room. And this was obviously built with the atrium type stuff. So this would be the main control area, which would control the VR chair. And we'll be able to program where you go for your VR location. Here's a little work lab. You can do a little research. Main researcher, this would be like his office, his main office, where he would chill while doing his work. And got some power back there, although that's just for show. I don't really need a generator that size because I have the wireless. Where's it? I think it's over here. Maybe I covered it up. Anyways, I have a wireless power system, which is unlimited power, which is an excellent mod that really makes building much easier because you don't need to deal with all the wires, because that was always an issue, is having to build around the wires. Yeah, there it is right there. It's the wireless. So you can have all the power you want. You don't have to run wires to anything, which is a lifesaver when you're building. The only wire I had to run was the main computer controlling the VR chair, which is this here. Just because it's just the regular console thing. So I inset that, or set that into these, which I think look a little nicer, a little cleaner, a little more high-tech than that old little thing. But the control room, just kind of built that up to look really high-tech and so forth. So the chair is wired from here and then down into the ground, and then underground, and then back up through the table. So that's to the console there. So that's the only thing that I actually had to wire. So the idea is this would be the main control room where your little VR trip would take place, and maybe another employee. There's an employee apartment back here in the back of the building, which would then be there for them to stay, live, and whatnot. It has a bathroom, no kitchen or anything. I figure this is just a small, quick stay apartment, which also has a pathway out that would lead to the parking lot where they pulled in. So that's basically the gist of the VR building. So you sit in the chair. And this one is programmed to go to the desert or deserted island. It's kind of desert, I guess. More deserted than anything. Anyway, so this is the tour of the property. I'll go up these little side steps here. This would lead back to the main guy's personal residence on the property. This is kind of filler, using lots of the rocks and the grass, and just it's a way to raise the level of the grass, I guess, since there are no slopes of grass that can be used, which would be nice, by the way. It's a good way to raise the area up a little. So that is our tour of the VR facility, and like I said, I'm going to be building more as time goes on, and I will do tours of those. So I hope you enjoyed your tour, and if you're ever in the Commonwealth, stop by for a little VR visit. Okay, thanks for watching.